So recently we got news of The Amazing Digital Circus Episodes 9 theatrical release before its release on YouTube. I wasn't gonna comment on this since I didn't have much to say besides the obvious, but after watching another video about it, which I'll link below, I felt like I should put in my 2 cents. The biggest, most obvious problem with the showing is that it's a full 2 weeks before the episode is released to YouTube. If you've watched even just one episode of The Amazing Digital Circus, I can guarantee to you that within 5 minutes of doom scrolling, the entire show will probably have been spoiled for you. But I think it's important to point out that that's not Glitch's fault. Now, obviously, with a fan base like that, it's hard to have a long upload schedule for their shows while still having content that hasn't been leaked. Usually, there's not much anyone can do to combat it. There's just way too much with mods to deal with, and a simple, hey guys, don't do that, from Glitch doesn't really do much. And yeah, we as fans can try to go basically offline for who even knows how long, but the show's literally called The Amazing Digital Circus, so we're probably gonna stay online. So how do you fix that? I really wish I could tell you. Asking a company to be on an even shorter time crunch is a definite no, and asking fans to avoid the internet as a whole for any more than maybe a week, it's just not the greatest solution. Now, in general, I'm not too up to date with all the Glitch and Usework stuff. If anything, I'm more of a casual fan. But it is sort of odd to me how they're postponing the release to YouTube for that long. For the US at least, it's showing for maybe 5 days where I live, which is 5 days worth of people with the capacity to spoil, and probably more considering that's just a part of the US. And a full 2 weeks after almost every showing is over makes avoiding spoilers seem pretty hopeless for those who aren't seeing it in theaters. Which, from my standpoint, seems like a really not Glitch thing to do, considering how they try to cater to all fans being able to see the show free of cost and as soon as possible. So going off of just what they try to be like, you would think that YouTube would get the episode first, but I'm not exactly surprised either. It's an exclusive event, which gives more people FOMO, and the nature of the fan base makes even more people desperate to see it as soon as they can. It just makes for more money. And does that make them seem money hungry? Yes, absolutely. But I'd like to think that wasn't entirely their intention. Yeah, they could use the money, who couldn't? But it also creates a hopefully fun experience for fans who can go. I feel like Glitch was just trying to do something profitable, but to some degree, for the fans as well. I mean, you could just get together with your friends and watch the episode at home, but seeing in theaters makes it sound more fun and more enjoyable. And yes, I'm painfully aware that's what they want you to think. They also seem to be trying to get it out to as many fans as they can. Personally, I could watch the last act at least maybe 3 times if I bought it at all the theaters near me, and I can still buy tickets, which is great for the people here, don't get me wrong, but it sucks seeing how many open seats we have compared to other areas with sold-out theaters. But after all my ranting, the question stands. Is it even worth it to go? Personally, I'm going. I think it is. It's an exclusive event that doesn't cost me an arm and a leg, and I genuinely enjoy the thought of being in a theater with people who share the same interest as me. I know the fandom can be not so great, and I'm honestly half prepared to see popcorn and soda covered on the floor, but there's still casual fans who aren't absolute menaces and can enjoy a movie without being entirely disruptive. Do I like the thought that this is probably just a cash grab? No, not one bit. But I still like The Amazing Digital Circus and everyone involved with it, and I'm willing to give them my hard-earned cash for an exciting experience. But what are your thoughts? I'm genuinely interested in hearing what you guys have to think of this whole thing. As always though, keep criticism positive. A respectful argument is fine, just keep it civil. Thanks for watching, and sorry for the sudden rant. I don't really do stuff like this, but thanks for sticking around. Stay safe, and I wish you luck on avoiding spoilers.